Hello, good morning, it's me, Joanna. How are we doing? Welcome, welcome. I've come in early with a cup of coffee. Hope you are feeling bright and breezy today. It is Wednesday and welcome to my morning instant body booster. Hope you're really, really well. Live from my kitchen here on this Wednesday morning. In this moment in history when we're all together, and the idea is just to come together, say hello, have a bit of positivity to connect with our bodies for posture, mobility, a little bit of Pilates, a bit of stretch just to start the day a little bit more brighter. Hello Rianne, how are you doing? Oh, just hit my hand, I've got a list here. Hey Rianne, nice to see you. Thank you so much for coming in. Have you got your hot water and lemon today? Not too sure if you got your coffee. So I hope you're well. Thank you so much for all these lovely, lovely comments about how you are finding this. A nice way to start the day. And my philosophy as a sports scientist and a presenter and trainer for a long time now in the fitness industry is just to create an element of us coming together, giving us a bit of structure, a bit of positivity as we start our day. So I really appreciate that. And I'm saying start our day because I know that obviously we're starting our day here in the UK, but we have lots and lots of people. Hello Helen, nice to meet you. Thank you for coming here today. We have lots of people who are actually doing this from Australia and New Zealand, so I know specifically. I've got Sue, I've got Jane, I've got Jill, I've got Margie, I've got Maggie, who are actually on my Walk Active Get Started online program, and they're joining and doing this just before they go to bed. So thank you so much for doing that. How are you, everybody? Are you all right? I know there's lots to contend with in the UK with our children who are homeschooling, so I hope they're okay. Hello Noelle, nice to see you. And also obviously with everything that's up in there. So we've got quite a house full here. I was wondering if your house is quite full as well. Yeah, no, maybe not. See how we're doing. Hey Georgina, nice to see you. Thanks so much for coming in. So this morning I thought we would have a little bit of a focus on our shoulders. Some of you have been saying to me that you've been feeling quite tense up here, a little bit tight, but anxious, so I hope that's okay. Hello Jane, thanks for being here, really nice to see you. Hey Linda, good morning, how are you? Lovely smiley face. So I'm going to have a little bit of focus this morning on shoulders. How does that sound? Does that sound good? Can you give me a little emoji if that's good? So we're going to just loosen up this area. Obviously we can have quite a bit of tension and focusing on the area. And also some of you have been saying that you're a little bit wary. Good morning, Bex Riley in the Riley household. Hi Liz, how are you doing Liz Simpson? Nice to see you, thanks for being here. And also being aware of your knees. So that was my focus today. Loosen up this area, make this feel a little bit looser. Hopefully alleviate any tension that we have. And so all you need is your body. I haven't got anything on my feet. My dog is actually wanting to be involved in here. I'm going to say hello because I didn't realise that actually Barney gate crashed and was in the shop the whole time. I totally ignored him, so I'm very sorry. So you might see him drift in and out. So it's all very relaxed in my kitchen, and we're going to start promptly on the mat at about 8:30. So get yourself comfortable. You might need a glass of water. I'm going to move for about 10 minutes. And what I have found out in this whole process, it's a steep learning curve for technology for me. Hey Anna, nice to see you. Gillian L, thank you so much for joining. What I want to do, and I said, is I didn't realise this, and perhaps I'm being a bit of a late comer to the whole Facebook thing, but if you're watching this now and you press watch party, it means that you can watch this and invite other people within your community and actually have a bit of connectivity. So you might want to explore that over the coming days, because I'm going to be here every morning, and I would just like to think this is a time when we can come together, feel good in here, and just connect with our bodies so we start the day a bit brighter. So if that sounds good, give me a little thumbs up. But let's look into this whole idea of watch live and how we can get a lot more people involved and feeling good and feeling the connectivity. Good morning, Georgie. How are you doing, Georgie Stacey? Nice to see you. Okay, so if you're ready, let's get going. Just want to check that you can see me okay. So we're going to position your mat, what I would suggest, sideways to your camera. And the benefit of positioning it sideways, lovely people, is when you are then wanting to turn your head sideways, you don't have the strain, as opposed to if you have your mat positioned this way, of lifting up the neck, and that puts a little bit of additional crunching on your cervical vertebrae up here. So I would advise it, if it's possible within the layout of your home, to actually have your mat sideways to your camera. Okay, so if you're ready, we're going to get going. I'm going to slip this off. It's a beautiful morning with me, so I hope it's good with you as well. Okay, so let's just start this session. Nice feet distance apart, okay? Just roll yourself backwards and forwards, just sort of feel nice and grounded, okay? So spread your toes on the floor. And I always think what's quite nice as a correct alignment, correct hip distance, which is important for the alignment from your feet to your knees, is to actually think about the distance from your thumb to your little finger. And if you make that, spread those 2 points out and just draw that down, that's a good alignment from your feet coming up to your knees and to your hips. Okay, sometimes we tend to roll the knees in a bit and that puts more strain on the knees. So just use this. You'll know, some of you will know this is my walk out to global greeting. It's a good way to get that alignment up through the body. So let's take a huge, big, deep breath in, lovely people. Stretch up tall and just gather some space. So come to that point of stillness. Really feel how tall you are in this world today. Reaching up. And remember, the tallest part of your body should be your right middle finger and your left middle finger. Check the distance between the earlobes and shoulders. And then stretch tall and then just let it all out. Let's do that again. Okay, so stretch, a little bit of a bend, get a bit of movement, wriggle through your hips, gather that height, lift through the body, bit of a circle through the shoulders, bit of a circle through the wrists, and get that height, and then focus on the distance between the earlobes and shoulders, knees a little bit soft, but stretch, 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 as tall as you can so it's really strong and dynamic, and then let it all out. We're going to do that one more time. Here we go. Bend up, reach up, deep breath in, gather the height, start to feel this is where I should be today. So I'm tall through the body, distance between earlobes and shoulders, gather, 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 stretch, stretch, stretch. And then this time take them wide. And as you come wide, almost like imagine that you're painting a circle with a rainbow colour as you come wide. So you really feel the breadth of your body. And come slightly behind the body so the chest is open. Really important to keep this area open for sort of well-being and sort of feeling that we've got lots of light and sun coming to our chest. And just take hold of the wrists here and just lift up through the chest. Deep breath in and breathe out. Let's do that again. Deep breath in and breathe out. That's lovely. Good, people. Turn to face me. Now, this time, what I want you to do is take the arms right above your head and stretching up tall. So we're really working on length of the body. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Then take your hands to the shoulders and be wide and just make an awareness of the points of your elbows with the width of your body. From here, those hands are going to come to the small of your back. So I'm just turning you sideways to show you that my palm of my hand is facing out. Now that's important because it allows the shoulder to come back to open up that shoulder. And then we just roll once back and we roll twice back. Okay, let's do that again. So I'm going to reach up, I touch my shoulders, I put my hands in the small of my back with my palms facing out, and I roll once and I roll twice. So this really helps open up the shoulder area. Here we go. Deep breath in. Touch my shoulders, small of the back, and then roll once and twice. Let's do that last time. Deep breath in, stretch up tall, gather, gather. Touch my shoulders, small of my back, and then roll once and roll twice. That's a really nice way to loosen off. Give yourself a little wriggle. Have your thumbs close to your thighs, lovely people. Scrunch those shoulders nice and tight, right up to your earlobes. And from here, your thumb is close to your thighs. You're going to rotate the hand. So now the little finger is by your thighs, but your earlobes and your shoulders still scrunched up, and then let them down. Loose, loose, loose. Okay? This is brilliant to help open up this area, loosen off those tight muscles at the back. So let's do it again. Thumbs by your thighs, knees a little bit soft. Scrunch up, rotate the hand round while you've still got the scrunchiness between the earlobe and the shoulders, and then relax it down, loose, loose, loose. Okay, how's that feeling? A bit better? Let's do it one more time. So, here we go. Thumbs by the thighs, scrunch them up, rotate them round, let them drop down, nice and loose. Good. Okay, deep breath in. I'm going to take this down to the mat. So, coming onto your mat, I'm going to be at the end here now. Take a deep breath in, stretch up tall so you've got that height. And then from here, I'm going to bend my knees, okay? I'm just going to move my mat back because I think you need to see me a little bit better, okay? So apologies about that. So from here, take the deep breath in, stretch up, bend the knees, and you're just going to tuck that tailbone under. So we've done this in the last couple of times. It's a really nice way to get some movement into this lower spine, which can get very stiff. So this is my priority, tucking that tailbone under, drawing in through those abdominals. So you've got some core work here, no pressure on the back, tucking that tailbone under, keep lifting up. It's a dynamic, strong movement. And then stretch up, wide with the arms. Let's do that again. Here we go. Deep breath in, stretch tall, bend those knees and tuck that tailbone under. So you're really working into here, but your priority is getting that space in that lumbar spine, which can get really tight. Now, release that And this time we're going to take it down into roll down. So I'm reaching up, working the discipline of your movement. People feel proud of your bodies. Bend your knees, tuck that tailbone under, lifting up through the body. Now the tuck under I've got here in my lower spine, I'm going to bring my hands past your cute little chins and just rest your hands on your shoulder. And you're going to mirror the tuck under that you got with your lower body with your shoulder girdle, okay? So it's almost like your bookends. Bookends with the lower part of your spine, and then the shoulder girdle is the top end of the bookend, okay? Does that make sense? And this area is drawn in, so you just get a little bit of back mobility, and then come up again. So there's no pressure on your knees, and repeat. So bend the knees, tuck that tailbone under, the hands come past your gorgeous faces, and then you just tuck that shoulder under. So hold it, this area is drawn in. So you've got some core, got some mobility for the spine, no pressure on the knees. Now from here, let's roll down. So bend the knees generously, and let the hands walk down, 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 onto the mat. So depending on the flexibility that you have in the backs of the thighs, you might just want to feel that you have more of a generous bend in the knees, or you might feel that you can actually work towards straightening them. This is your class, your time, you listen to your body, okay? So you want to feel there's a little bit of a stretch here, a little bit of a hello, but it shouldn't be an ow. It might be an ooh, okay? So work on an ooh, it's feeling rather than an ow. And just while you're here, bring your weight a little bit onto each foot. So you're just easing it. Sometimes I like to imagine I've got a duster on my butt cheeks, and I'm just dusting the, whatever you want to imagine you've got behind you. So you just open that up, okay? So soften the shoulders. Now from here, bend the knees, and you're going to roll up. So heavy in that tailbone. Scoop the abdominals in, so no communication from the thigh to the belly. Make that area work. Lift up, 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 up. Stretch up tall. Gather again. Shall we repeat it? Here we go. So bend the knees. Tuck that tailbone under, so we've got the discipline of the strength through the body, long through the abdominals, and then the hands drift past your face, tuck the shoulders under, this is drawn in, so you've got a little bit of work here, and then from here you're going to roll down, all the way down, hang out here, soften the shoulders, weight kind of evenly between the ball of your feet and the heels, nice and soft, and from here I'd like you to just do a bit of puppet strings with your arms, so imagine you've got a piece of string on this shoulder and a piece of string on this shoulder, and you're just going to lift it up and heavy. Let it flop down. Lift it up and heavy. Really nice and loose. Lift it up and heavy. Last one on this side. Lift it up and heavy. Good. All right. How are we doing, people? We all right? So bend the knees, and we're going to walk the hands out along the mat. So give yourself 6 walks. I think that's a good guideline. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5 and 6. So if you're feeling strong today, let's still hold this in a plank position, okay? So if you're feeling strong, I'd like you to have your shoulders over your wrists, and I'd like you to energise your feet away. Just hold that up. If you want to take your knees down, you can, and you can make it a bit more comfortable by taking a blanket and resting it under your knees, okay? But just wriggle your weight from one side to the other, just easing off that body, okay? So you can be in this position, which is slightly easier, than this position, which is quite strong. Whatever you're doing, keep up through the torso and spin your elbow creases to the wall. Now that's important, just listen here guys. If you spin your elbow creases away from you, it opens this area here. If you have them rolled in, you're going to cause more tension in the shoulders, so spin the elbow creases that way, okay? So from here, everybody come down onto your knees, and all I want you to do is to paint one leg along the floor. So just paint those toes right along that floor. If you've been with me each day this week, you'll remember this. So just paint it from here and tuck your toes under so you get a little bit of a stretch in that calf muscle, and press those ankles away. So nice long stretch through the body. Good. And then bring this leg up level with your bottom. And you're going to bring that knee into your nose. So from here, I'm just tucking it under, working a little bit into my core. Breathe in, and then breathe out. So again, level 1, you have the foot level here, or level 2, you can take the leg back to that position, okay? Let's do that again. So this time, bring the knee into your nose, scooping in, a little bit of work to the core, a little bit of breadth across the shoulders into the back, and then I'm going to bring it back down to the floor, and bring it in, okay? Wriggle your hips to one side, okay? Sit back for a minute. Let's do that, people. Just roll the wrists, okay? Conscious that some of us can feel quite tender in the wrists. Often if we're used to sort of doing things, we might have the strength in our upper body, but it's the wrists that can actually take a little bit of a battering. So just circle out the wrists and let's come forward again. So in this position here, how are we doing? We're going to stretch the other leg out now. So paint those legs along the floor. Really visualise that you're level with the hips here, long from the pubic bone to the sternum. From that leg here, you're going to lift the leg up, and then that knee is going to come right into your nose. Here we go, people. Tuck and scoop that belly button under, just as we did at the beginning. So you're working into better mobility, better posture. And then I can come back level with the leg and stay here, or slightly easier position is I lower the leg down, okay? But keep this level flat and keep the leg from the pubic bone to the sternum. Let's repeat that. Here we go. Draw the knee into your nose, tuck in, and then come back, breathe, and lower down, okay? So from here, lovely people, what I want you to do is just put your toes together and take the knees apart. Barney's joining me. Hey, bubs. So from here, push your hips back and really paint your hands down your mat. So you're reaching forward, reaching forward. Let the forehead rest down on the mat if you can. If that feels a little bit too much for you today, you can actually make potatoes with your hands. So fist on top of each other, and you actually just rest the head on top of your two fists. Alternatively, you can just come to this position. You work to your level, okay? You can also have a mat underneath your knees, and you can also have a mat underneath your bottom as well. So press back, so you just open up your hips a little bit. Take a big deep breath in for me, people. So breathe in and breathe out. Really let it out. Let's do that one more time. Deep breath in, breathe in. And cleansing breath out. Good. Now, from here, lovely people, what I want you to do is paint your hands back along the mat. Now, energize into the hands and push into the hands so you push yourself up. From here, bring the knees in. And the reason I want you to energize into your hands, again, it takes the pressure off the neck and off the shoulder area. Often we just tend to do everything here, which puts more strain on the area. So energize into your hands. Tuck your toes underneath you, and you're going to push yourself back into a yoga downward dog. Now, whatever shape you make is absolutely fine. You work with what works for you. So from here, lift and unfold the hips. My bottom is going back on the diagonal. And I'm going to try, I'm aiming, my visualization is to keep my hips high. I'm trying to straighten out the legs. I'm pressing away from my hands, and again I'm spinning those elbow creases away from my body. So that takes the pressure off my shoulders, and you may feel a little bit of stretch in the backs of the thighs, maybe in your calf muscles, and just walk through the feet. If this feels quite strong for you today, come to a bent knee position, okay? Whatever feels right for you is good. This is your time, your investment. Now, take a deep breath in, lovely people, and we're going to walk the feet into our hands. And I'd like us to think maybe do that in 6 little walks. Are you ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 3 and 4, 5 and 6. Okay, so we're at this end of our mat, nice and loose again in this forward hanging bend. Check the communication between your belly and your thighs, so we're not kind of hanging out there too much. Draw it in. Shoulders are relaxed, a little bit puppet string again, nice and smooth. And this time, what I want you to do, keep looking down at the mat and listen very carefully. I'd like you to take both hands to your left foot, okay? Both hands to your left foot. This is going to be like physical origami. So you've got both hands on your left foot. Your knees are bent generously. Your left hand is on top of your right hand, okay? And then you're going to just trace your left hand right up your right arm to your right shoulder, okay? So you've got your left hand on your right shoulder. And then just bring that left hand across to your left shoulder, okay? So your elbow is high, and all you're going to do, your knees are bent, just slightly turn to look over your shoulder towards the elbow. Just keep the elbow bent, so you get a little bit of rotation in the middle back. Your knees are still bent generously, lovely people, and this is fabulous for mobilizing that middle spine, opening up the chest, opening up the shoulders, deep breath in, and then bring it back. Hands come down, and we're going to do the same thing. So now you've got both hands on both feet, and you're going to take both hands to your right foot. The right hand is on top of the other hand. So trace that right hand up your left arm. So you have your right hand on your left shoulder. You have to leave me a message if I'm completely confusing you or feel like you're doing physical origami, but it's good for our brave people. And then that hand comes across, and you've got a right hand on the right shoulder, and just turn to look up that little elbow. Deep breath in, really relax in the heels, just feel a bit of a stretch across the middle and the waist, and then come back to a central position, trace that hand down, and you've got both hands now resting on your feet, generously bending those knees. Drop that tailbone under, scoot those abdominals in, and you're going to roll up, roll up, roll up, nice and gently as you go. And then when you come to the top, turn to face me. Hello, how are you doing? All right? Take a deep breath in, stretch up nice and tall, reach, 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 stretch, and then at the top, take hold of one wrist and reach over so you get a nice side bend. I hope you are really well today, people. I hope you enjoyed that. We are nearly there with our last few stretches. Stretch wide, okay? Breathe in, stretch up, up, up. Lift up with that side and then reach over. And as you reach over, imagine you're coming down between two panes of glass. So I'm not rolling my body forward, I'm trying to come up and over. That's good. And then stretch up, spin those arms out wide. And as you hold them wide, come to the widest point of your body, really stretching those middle fingers. Get ready, people, because we're going to hug in the love. This is the most important part, okay? So stretch, hug it in, hug it in, hug it in. Wrap those arms around your body and just give yourself a little bit of a cuddle. Stretch and really, wherever you can find with your body, okay? So you may find that you're here with your hands, you may be here, you may be all the way around. It doesn't matter, but I want you to hold yourself and you hug yourself in really good, okay? So as you hug yourself in, just let the shoulders come back, a little bit of a stretch in that back. Take a deep breath in and breathe out, and then unravel. Change the other side, so come wide with the body again, really feel that weight, feel proud of your body, where you space out, and then change so the other hand comes on top. This always feels quite odd to me. So we're going to grab wherever we can, hold yourself in, give yourself big love, hug it in, hug it in, hug it in. So breathe in, hug in the love. Biggest deep breath you've taken in so far today, lovely people. Here we go, and breathe in, and a nice cleansing breath out. Wherever you are in the world, I hope you're safe, I hope you're happy, and I hope you have a smile on your face. From here, people, think a lovely positive thought, hold it in your head and your heart, and get ready. We're going to release this love to the rest of the world. Are you ready? Here we go. Whoosh! It's gone! Lovely people, thank you so much for joining me. I hope you have a really lovely, lovely day. Or if you are watching this from down under, I hope you have a really, really good night's sleep. Leave me a little message. I am so enjoying all your positive comments. It means an awful lot to me, so thank you so much. I just want to be here for my community, for you guys, and anything that feels really good. So have a great rest of the day. Julie Hood, nice to see you. Sue Simpson, lovely to see you. Thank you for coming in. Let me know what you like, what you don't like, what you'd like to see me teaching. I would just like to think of these as a time for us to come together, feel good, start the day in a right positive frame of mind, okay? So Jill, lovely to hear you. How you doing? Brilliant explanations, easy to understand. Love the puppet string arms. Thank you so much. That's great. Bex, love you, girl. See you tomorrow. Marita, lovely to have you. Thank you so much. So I'm going to be hanging out for a little bit, have a cup of coffee. I'm going to look into this whole idea of a watch live party because I think that's a really nice way to build the connectivity, okay? So lovely people, have a lovely day. Leave me a message, let me know what you like. If it's something that you'd like me to be teaching you or any particular concerns you have. So today I focused quite a lot on the shoulders and the upper body because some of you were saying to me, you know, with everything that's going on now with coronavirus right across the world, we've got a lot of noise and distractions happening up here and we want to make sure that that doesn't manifest ourselves inside our bodies physically, okay? So this is what really focus on the shoulders. You can come back and revisit this because I actually post it on my video on Joanna Hall Walk Active page. So it's on the Facebook page, so you can come and watch it whenever you want. But more importantly, I love you to join me live. Hey Maggie, nice to see you. Sue, thank you. Here every morning, Monday through to Friday, 8:25, I come on with a cup of coffee, come and say hi. It's nice to just hang out for a bit, do a bit of stretching in the kitchen live. We're keeping it real and we're going to get through this and we're going to stay positive. Take good care, people. Have a lovely rest of the day. Georgie, Stacey, thank you so much. I really love that. Sarah Spooner, lovely to see you here. Caroline, lovely. I'm going to love you and leave you. Take lovely good care, people. Be safe, be well, stay at home, and we will get through this. Bye-bye. Have a great day. Global greetings.